All right, y'all, this is our take. This is Mark the moderator.
Thanks.com. The game is the game, always.
AV The Process, 1414 Bergen, 205 Albany, 193 Albany. Holla at me.
All right. So, Banks, you asked the question. Go ahead, ask that question again. Let's start talking about it.
I'm curious, Avery, you said in the previous segment that you think Joe Judge is on the hot seat. I'm curious why you think that's...
So, here's the situation, right? Joe Judge, Gettleman hire. The dominoes don't fall, in my opinion. That's just how I see it. So, now, Giants have a bad season. Somebody head got to fly. It's at the top. And Banks, I'm sure you can agree with this. You like, all right, Gettleman gotta go, right? We gonna say Gettleman gotta go. New GM comes in. In my eyes, how I see it, if I'm a new GM, fam, I want my guys in. I'm not coming in with what you brought in here, right? So I feel like there's 3 chips here: Gettleman, Judge, Danny Jones. You know what I mean?
There's not one more?
Who's the other chip? Give me that.
Jason Garrett.
Oh,
Y'all gotta get over this Cowboys obsession.
I'm not.
Y'all sound like
but I know where Mark is going with this. I know what you're doing, Mark.
Moved on. Let it go.
I know what you're doing, Mark. I know what you're doing, but I'm not going where Mark is going because I know exactly what he's gonna say. So I'm just saying.
No, my man. Damn.
Thanks. 2 of those 3 gotta go. 2 of those 3 at minimum gotta go.
It won't be 2. It'll be 1 sacrificial lamb. One of them is going to be sacrificed. And I said to you before,
here's my thing.
It's going to be Gettleman.
About this. But let me ask you this. Even if we know it's Gettleman, my thing is, as a GM, now you coming in and you saying, I got Danny Jones, I got Joe Judge. Especially if they have, like, let's say y'all get a 5-11 season on them, 3-13. You coming in, you keeping those 2 pieces there as a GM? That's my question.
Well, listen.
So that's why I said Joe Judge.
Go on, Banks.
Well, I'm going to say this. I think from what I gather, being a Giants fan and watching this organization, I think they believe they found their coach, like one of the better coaches that's going to be in the organization for a while. So I do agree. You may not agree, but I think Gettleman is gone. But I do think if they do bring in another GM, that's going to be part of the process. Like, listen, we like Judge. Can you work with him? If not, they might move off of that. Because I really think organizationally that they believe that they found a coach. I don't think Joe Judge is on the hot seat like that.
Let me just add this point. Here's why, Banks.
Okay.
I remember the same kind of talk a couple years ago with McAdoo. Mm-hmm. Giant fans was very comfortable with giving McAdoo time until shit hit the fan. And when things didn't turn around and things didn't go, McAdoo had to go. They was enamored with him when they hired him, and it soured quick. Now, right now, you're talking about current state. If the Giants has another bad season coming off of this and Gettleman is gone and they bring in a new GM, he has 1 season to show and prove after that.
That's your logic, Mark. That's your logic. So I'm going to disagree with that.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, you went back too far with McAdoo. Who was homie before Joe Judge?
Well, no, but the Giant fans wasn't sold on Sherman like that. See, that's all I'm saying. The selling point was Bob McAdoo. The Giant fans were behind McAdoo. Sherman was on the fence with.
Bob McAdoo? He coached the Giants?
I'm sorry.
Wow. Hall of Fame basketball player and coach.
I didn't mean Bob McAdoo. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, but that's why I said Sherman. I don't think fans. I never seen the real energy behind Sherman. I think a lot. Banks, am I wrong? You was wait and see. Let's see what Sherman does because you wasn't sure.
And really, truthfully, I can't even remember how I felt about McAdoo. I did like that season we went to the playoffs, but some of his antics and some of the ways he was acting, I wasn't necessarily sold. I wasn't. I thought it was time for Coughlin to go. I thought Ben McAdoo was a good fit at first. Obviously, that soured quick.
Internal hire.
Yeah.
Internal hire. Listen, but wait, let me just say something. If y'all have a bad season this year, do you think the antics out of Joe Judge it's going to rub fans the wrong way, and you bring in a new GM. That's why I said it's all set up that, either Danny's going to go or Joe is going to go, but one of them is out.
And if one of them is out, that means two of them, Mark. You just said Danny.
No. I said after the GM comes in, after the GM come in, you got 1 year. And after that year, all according to what happens, one of them is out. I'm not going to say both. It'll be crazy for the Giants to remove both of them. It'll be crazy.
No, but my thing is, Mark, my pushback that I'm going to give you is that, to me, as a GM, to come in, we seen this happen with the Jets. The Jets brought in, was it Tenenbaum, and then they had, what's the other coach they had? I forgot who they had. But
Gase. Was it Gase?
Somebody prior to that.
Who?
Prior to Gates.
The point is what I'm trying to say is GMs. My question is this.
Hold on. Wasn't it the black coach?
Bowles.
Okay, Bowles. Right.
So my thing is, a GM, if you really want a GM, a good GM may come in and say, and it depends on the record. I'm gonna say that again. If you 3-13, you got a problem. If they go 7-9, I think we got a little bit more leeway. But either way, I think Gettleman is fired. Either way, I think Gettleman is done, right? But if you go 3-13,
7-10,
fam, 3. Oh yeah, that's right. If you go 3-13 though, and you get a new GM, if I'm a GM, I'm coming there saying, I'm not gonna be a general manager.
The Giants don't do that though, Avery. That's you. The Giants don't move like that. The Giants, listen, think about something. When they hired Gettleman, they gave the coach another year. And then they wound up firing the coach. He didn't walk in and just got rid of the coach.
But that's because Pat Shermer was only there for how long, though?
I think it was 2 years, right, Banks?
2 years. It was 2 years.
But listen, you bring in a GM for a reason. They gave up on Reese. Reese was their boy. Reese was there for how long? So once again, once they got soured on Reese, they gave what he built a chance to see. You got to give it a chance. You cannot walk in, bring in a GM, bring in a coach, and think that right there's a quick fix to this. It's not a quick fix.
Agree.
But that's why I said after that year, Daniel Jones will have to figure out, is he a quarterback of the Giants' future or not? And I think next year, all according to what happens this year, how it goes. Now, if he has a horrible season, this season, I think I'm going to tell you, they're going to move on from him.
They're either going to move on or they're just not going to extend him. And
that's moving on.
Not extending him.
What Mark was really trying to say is that if they have a bad season, your head coach the following year is going to be Jason Garrett. That's why he tried to put him in that trade. I'm just letting you know what the setup was. That was Mark's whole setup.
Jason Garrett's been sitting there. This will be his third year there. They will elevate him to move him in. No, this is his second year now. If you go into the next year, I said if you go, because I said he would get a new GM is going to give the coach one more year.
Oh.
That would be Joe Judge's third year. That's when I said that they would move on from him and elevate Jason Garrett at that point. Because listen, let's be honest, y'all. This was an experiment from the jump. Am I right or wrong?
I don't think it's an experiment per se.
Joe Judge wasn't an experiment?
The special teams coach
I think they really liked him as a coach. That's why they hired him.
Listen, no. I didn't say they didn't like him. Listen to what I said. It's not conventional hire.
Right.
And can we agree on that? This is not, you don't elevate a special teams coach to a head coach just like that. And plus he's young also. He hasn't made his bump.
I think generally speaking, you come from OC or DC, but I think we're seeing people more trying to find that next Sean McVay, that outside of the box thinking per se type of coach now. I think he's not the only one that got elevated from special teams with this last round. I can't remember. The dude that got hired in Tennessee, is the same coach they have in Tennessee? No, they hired somebody away from Tennessee. I can't remember his name. The guy they hired in Atlanta. Was he the OC?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if he was a special teams coach, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But once again, y'all say it again. They do experiments. I mean, every experiment isn't the same. At the end of the day, when you make the move that the Giants made, that's an experiment because he had no experience at running a team. That's where this is an experiment. And you got to try and push it as long as you can until the fans start to scream that hold on. Because again, his antics is right now, the fans love it. Get it. But if you don't win this year, if you can't come in at least second place in the NFC least, if you can't come in second place at least, listen, the Giants might win the East, but let's say you don't. The media, the pundits, the fans is not going to be happy about it. We like Joe Judge, but we don't like him that much.
I hear you. But you heard it here first. Mark said the Giants are going to win the NFC East.
I said it's possible. I said, listen, it's possible. Money, it's August. Everything is possible in August.
Not even going to entertain that, right?
Listen, I'm fine with it.
Not even going to entertain that.
I'm fine with it. Because, listen, we watched it last year. The NFC lease is up for grabs every single year. That's what it is. So I cannot sit here and say, oh, Dallas is going to win. We don't know because, again, we don't know how these 17 games are going to play out. I keep it real. So, but I will say this. If y'all fall and don't have a great season, somebody's out of there. That's for sure. And I don't think it's Joe Judge.
Okay.
I don't think it's Judge. But Gettleman needs to go. If y'all really know what I know, Gettleman needs to go.
Let's be real. I think we all know that's obviously the first shoe to drop is Gettleman. I think if they have a bad season, first shoe to drop is Gettleman. I would be shocked if anybody believed Gettleman gets let go if they have a bad season. I'd be shocked. Go ahead, Banks. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just gonna say. I mean, we talked about this last year. I don't think, as much as you're disdain for Gettleman, I think as a GM is to acquire talent. I don't think you could really say he's done a bad job in necessarily in acquiring talent for that team.
Why not?
I mean, look at the defense, the moves he made. Leonard Williams had a great year.
He had a great year?
Yeah, he had a great year. He had about 10 sacks. He played very well.
Banks, your team was sub 500. At the end of the day, a GM's resume is looked at because here's the deal. If you're going to say that I gave you talent, but we was under 500, that falls under the GM because again, if you move your fandom, are you really as talented as you think they are when your record doesn't show it?
The GM's job, we would all agree, is to acquire talent, right?
No, it's to win.
Okay.
That's why Reese was out.
Reese was out for other reasons. The offensive line was horrible throughout. He couldn't get that done. But in terms of Gettleman, you may not agree, but yes, the record was bad. But you had Leonard Williams had a good year. They picked up Bradbury had a good year. This year he went out and got a number one wide receiver. He made a great move in the draft. Traded back and picked up 2 first-round picks next year. But
you already know what those are. So you can't even factor them in. No, thanks. Let's be honest. Do you know what they are next year?
Okay.
So you can't even say that. But wait, follow me. You can't say that that's a good move when you don't know what it is yet. That move hasn't panned out.
Picking up 2 first-round picks for your pick, I think, is a good move.
Let me ask you a question. The left tackle which y'all had undrafted in the first round was that a good pick?
Decent pick. I mean, other left tackles performed better than him. Yeah, I'll give you that.
So once again, because you have a first round pick doesn't mean that your GM is going to hit on it. Because you have a first round pick, a lot of people say, okay, you got a first round pick, but if they don't pan out, then what? Is that a good move?
I mean, that really falls on the GM and who they're picking. I just think, Avery, would you say a GM's job is to acquire talent, or is it about the record?
It's about the record. It's about wins.
Ask Avery.
Go ahead.
What do you think, Avery?
Avery ain't with us.
Hello. Can you hear us?
My bad. People be calling me while we recorded, and it takes my earphone out. My fault, man.
Would you say a GM's job is to acquire talent, or a GM's job is to win?
Yeah, it's both. Don't they both feed off each other? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and even with that, how many GMs we talking about? Because I heard what y'all was talking about with the first round pick. Yo, a lot of first rounders, you get your talent in the second and third round. Like, historically speaking, your talent comes out, collectively after the first round. Not saying that you don't get good guys in the first round, obviously, but that's where your talent comes in. So I think the GM still got to win, because the GMs and guys are going to say, I'll put those guys on the field, or I'll put those guys, on the roster.
And talent is skewed because if you put the wrong mix of talent on a team and they're not winning, that's a knock against the GM because you put this out there. So once again, you have to be able to win to say you are talented. You can't take names and say, oh, they got all this talent and the team ain't winning. Okay.
Right.
Look at the Falcons. The Falcons had a lot of talent, but they didn't win. What did they wind up doing? They fired the GM. They fired the head coach. The quarterback is still sitting there, and they lost a number one wide. They got less talent. So once again, it's all about how a GM builds a team, and that's why I said Gettleman making the move. If Daniel Jones' move don't work out this year,
oh, absolutely,
that's a knock on Gettleman.
I mean, that's a career. I wouldn't say career, and then somebody else would pick him up because this is the NFL and people get recycled, especially when you're a white man. But yes, if you pick a quarterback in the first round, especially no one else saw coming and he doesn't hit, you're done.
You moved up to get him.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They moved up to get him.
They didn't move up to get him. They did not.
To get Daniel Jones?
No, they did not move up to get him.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
They had 6 picks. They picked them higher than everybody thought they would.
Okay.
Because late round.
Because everybody said you could have got Daniel Jones out of Walmart.
Okay. Wow.
All right. We don't hear. Okay.
All right, y'all. Giant fans. Yo, it's going to be an interesting 17-game season, boy. We're going to look forward to this one. We're going to talk about this more. At the end of the day, this is our take. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.